Lock up your sons and your saddy bags because Paris Hilton is back. Hi people, and how my Chili kind of crew, it's the man who produces Iron From My Eyes, Chili, and I'm doing a 5-minute review on Paris Hilton's newest album, Infinite Icon. Oh, you've got to have some big cojones to call your own album Infinite Icon. Wait, can I say that these days? Of course I can, it's 2024. Anyway, the world's most famous party girl is back, and as an infinite icon, because of course, Slay Queen. Yeah. Of course, there is only one Paris, just like the town itself, and like the real Paris, it is highly iconic. Infinitely so. But I feel there is something remiss when you have to remind us to welcome you back. I thought you were dead. The last time I heard about 1 million people traveling through Paris was only a few weeks ago, but that was because of the Olympics. And yes, I'm sure there were less night events being undertaken at the Olympic Village than your usual night out with Hilton herself. Hell, they had cardboard boxes to sleep on. And of course, it's not like that has ever stopped an orgy or two from happening, but still, I digress. I mean, who the hell has heard a cardboard burn? Anyone? No one? Anyway, I'm sure Paris has. And I have to wonder if this album was really pushed back to being released, of course, to this date, to try and coincide with the Olympics and, of course, assist her career with that trending hashtag Paris. Because we all know it ain't due to her thriving philanthropic lifestyle, of course. I can't remember the last time Paris was relevant, or sober, or on the internet without the headline ending in sex tape. Or of course she was used as a beam of positivity for humankind in general. I mean, let's face it, the only thing we know she's positive for is, well, you can get the punchline of this joke. But if there is one thing at least true about the monolithic consumption of the pariah idolatry, it is of course that she apparently has some kind of resurgence going on. At least according to the best news source on the international World Wide Web, and that is Wikipedia, of course. It's not like this is a website that can be accessed by anyone and rewritten by people with a bias towards their idols. And of course that leads me to the musician on offer here. A style of music that has been so commonplace and unchanged for the past, well, I guess what feels like almost 3 decades. And of course it also serves as a not so friendly reminder that Paris Hilton is getting long in the tooth, as she is closer to 60 than she is 20. For the musical equivalent of some kale smoothie, we are subjected to music with as much taste as that said smoothie, and the nutritional value, of course, to nourish a slug for perhaps 24 hours. Take for example the track BBA, which stands for Bad Bitch Academy, and I hope you brought a pen and paper because the lessons are extremely difficult to learn. Please note these following steps must be mastered at your earliest convenience. Step 1 is about getting ready and looking hot. Step 2 is about gotta catch a cab to the bar. When the hell did Paris Hilton ever catch a cab? From all the photos in the media we've always seen, it's been stretch limos. Feels like a bit of a missed opportunity there. Step 3, you must get a drink with a cherry in it and tie a knot. Yeah, seems about right. And step 4 is the dance your ass off step. Step 5, let him pay for your drinks, because women's suffrage. Step 6, don't go home with no creeps. Now, according to the next step, you're in a bar until at least 7 AM, and I gotta say that the only people left in that bar up until 7 AM are creeps. So, statistically speaking, you are going to be surrounded only by creeps at this stage. I want to take a moment here and just say we should rename this track DBA and just be done with it, because this music would even insult the intelligence of sovereign citizens. Of course, I am bitter about this whole thing, but that's because I'm an idiot who decided to review this human popsicle and her latest album, which just was an invitation for disaster. Not really on that kind of level, but I guess more on this kind of level. At the end of the day, Paris Hilton is relying on several other artists to help her get through this record, with younger artists such as Sia, Megan Trainor, or Megan Thee Stallion appearing as guest musicians on certain tracks here and there. And all these songs are spread out and a few far between to, of course, show a method that shows that there is still something on offer on this record, even if we all know who the real talent is on these songs. And I feel I have to spell it out for people who are listening, but it's not Paris Hilton. The music on offer here has about as much girth as a piece of toilet paper, and is almost better suited as a replacement for this item. There is nothing redeeming on this album, and I can tell you this much is true, even if you believe I'm just a jealous Well, I'll tell you what, I don't give a what Paris Hilton and her small football team of ghost writers could even write, because we all know that Twilight is a finer piece of literature at the end of the day, no doubt about it. Paris has zero skills as a singer, and I feel absolutely nothing for her music. Some would believe this album album's 35-minute runtime is a bonus, but I believe it is 40 minutes too long in duration. I would prefer to have genital herpes or syphilis rather than listen to this album again, and that could be arranged if only I had one night in Paris. Overall, I am going to give this album a score of 0 on the spicy scale, and this album can go get Of course, this type of music isn't ideal for what I usually listen to, but I'm not going to omit myself from this genre completely. I still enjoy some of the stuff in this field, but I just feel that what is on offer here is so contrived and expendable that it lacks any real meaning or goes through any kind of development whatsoever. The only redemption that I can think about with this record is that one day we will all succumb to the black hole that will become our sun, and this album will be included in our mass extinction event. So I guess that is the one good thing from this record. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy. Why did I agree to doing this review?